Hi everybody, it's Honest John. For all of you people who have been accusing Obama of tyranny, of being a dictator, you're about to get a reminder of what a real dictator, a real tyrant looks like. Tonight, Mitt Romney is attending a fundraiser at the home of Dick Cheney. You all remember him, George W. Bush's vice president, the guy who committed treason by outing an American spy during wartime, the guy who made sure that Halliburton would double their profits by convincing a gullible and stupid George W. Bush that we needed to go to war with Iraq, the guy who created the George Bush torture program, the guy who can't leave this country because he might get picked up and taken to The Hague to be tried for war crimes. Tonight, Mitt Romney will stand alongside America's best known war criminal. And right with him will be many of his biggest contributors. Evidently, when you've got that much money, you're just incapable of embarrassment. Now, Republicans understand that Bush and Cheney are not looked at favorably, so publicly they've disowned them. But there is not a single Bush policy that they've ever walked away from. And not only that, the people who are advising Mitt Romney are the same ones who advised George W. Bush on foreign policy. The guys who gave us Afghanistan and Iraq are now foaming at the mouth with eagerness to go to war with Iran and Syria. Mitt Romney loves to talk about the things he'll do on his first day in office if he's elected president. Well, I guarantee you one of the things he'll do will be to revive the Bush torture program. Now, anybody with half a brain knows that torture doesn't provide accurate intelligence or information. That's not the point. The point is to make it an acceptable practice. If you can set the precedent that it is acceptable to torture suspected terrorists, then the next step is to make it an acceptable practice for our police to torture suspected criminals. And under torture, a whole lot of people who weren't terrorists said that they were. And the same thing will happen if the police are allowed to use torture. People will confess to crimes that they never even thought of committing. See, that's the purpose of torture. Not to get the truth, but to get the lie you want. That's how tyrants operate. So all you right-wingers, you guys who love to talk about the Constitution and your rights and freedom, and yet stayed silent when those rights were actually under assault, take a good look up at that stage. See what a real tyrant looks like. And admit it. You like that guy. Admit that you're secretly in favor of tyranny. You think that they're going to take the constitutional rights away from other people, from people you don't like. Here's the thing you're too dumb to realize. If anybody loses their rights, everybody loses their rights. And that guy who is not ashamed to stand next to Dick Cheney, the guy you're going to vote for, he's a tyrant too. Thanks for listening.